Sometimes, deep in the forest, there are hidden streams where the Water Nixie lives. The Water Nixie is a sprite who likes to play tricks on children walking in the woods. One day, a little boy and his sister, while out picking flowers, fell into just such a stream. The Water Nixie was so pleased to have them in her power and set them both to work cutting trees into logs and carrying heavy buckets of water. She gave them very little to eat and only cold water to drink. They were very unhappy and decided that somehow they must take their escape. They wondered how long it would be before their chance finally came. At last, the Water Nixie decided to go out for a whole day. "We must be quick," said the boy. But they were not quite quick enough, for she came back sooner than they had expected. She was just in time to see the two children disappearing into the distance. "Ha ha," she laughed, not in the least bit troubled. "You think you will escape from me, do you? I'll soon have you back here where you belong. You don't really think I'm going to do the chores myself, do you?" She began to run towards the children with long, loping strides. The children saw her coming and were very frightened. The only thing the little girl had in her pocket was a hairbrush, which she threw to the ground behind them. It turned into a hill of bristles, so scratchy and so menacing it would have stopped the bravest knight. "A hill of bristles will not stop me," laughed the Water Nixie, and she wriggled her way through without getting the slightest scratch. "She's getting closer," cried the girl. The boy took a comb from his pocket and threw that to the ground behind them. It turned into an enormous ridge of closely packed spikes, pointed and sharp as darning needles. Nothing but the wind could get between them. "A ridge of spikes will not stop me," laughed the Water Nixie. To the children's dismay, she jumped on top of the ridge. Holding out her arms to balance herself, she hopped from spike to spike with hardly a wobble. "What did I tell you?" she shouted as she jumped down on the other side. "I'll soon have you back where you belong." All the children had left to defend themselves was a small mirror. They threw it to the ground behind them. It turned into a hill that was as slippery and sheer as the largest iceberg. "A hill of mirrors will never stop me," laughed the Water Nixie. This time she was wrong. She slithered and she slipped and slid. She couldn't find a foothold anywhere, and everywhere she looked, she saw her own reflection mocking and haunting her. "You haven't escaped from me yet," she cried. The Water Nixie ran home for an axe, but by the time she had returned and chalked her way through the middle of the hill, the children were far ahead. It was impossible for her to catch up with them, even by the use of magic. She had to go back to doing the hard work herself and wait until another child fell into her stream. Thank you for watching the Yellow Chair Classroom, and please do share and like and subscribe it if you like my video.